Alright guys, so today I am doing a short little review for the Full Swing episode 1. I just watched it this morning while I was editing a little bit, but I was kind of like so distracted from editing that I just ended up watching the full episode before editing my FIFA video. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a quick little review for it, because I'm not going to do a review for every episode or anything. I just thought that it would be an interesting kind of way to kick off the series, kind of review it, talk about it, and see what it's going to be like for the future. But yeah, Pauline Gretzky's in it, so it's an automatic 10. No, but for real, they picked a hell of a year to start following golf. Full Swing follows the drama of Live versus PGA, and it just shows the day-to-day life of some of these golfers, so you get to know them on a more human level, which I think is really good. It always gets you like a good feel for their personality, and this is like from the same creators that made Drive to Survive, and that really got me into F1. Honestly, that show, like, I watched season 1, 2, 3, and I'm waiting on the next season now in a couple weeks. But yeah, that show got me into F1, and I watch every single Grand Prix now. Never miss a Grand Prix. I absolutely adore the sport, and it just kind of gets you into supporting like specific people, and honestly it's awesome. Now, they did have a little teaser for the season ahead at the start of the episode, and it looks like there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up, including the stuff that I talked about at the start. Now, this episode specifically follows Justin Spieth. Oh, that's a good way to start. Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth, rather. It goes through their relationship throughout the years and shows their beginnings in golf as well. Like, learning more about JT as a kid was awesome. Seeing him like that definitely just let me connect with him on a more human level, as I was mentioning at the start of the review. And then we get a shot of Ricky. We get a little bit of an interview with Ricky, which is absolutely awesome to see that he's going to be in this as well, because he's honestly been my favorite golfer for a very long time. I just feel like he's one of the most likable dudes out there. He's so super real, you know, and he's just nothing fake about him. He's just an awesome guy, and he's super nice and humble as well. And I hope that he gets a much better season this year. It's already off to a much better start. His WM Phoenix was a little bit crazy, but he was definitely playing some good golf in there as well. And he got a hole in one. But yeah, then we kind of start the season in the golf world, and we started at the RBC Heritage. And as we're starting with Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth, we kind of see the tournament from their POV, and that's kind of the theme of the whole episode. We see all of these different events through the lens of Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth. But we do get a lot of interviews, like short little snippets from other players, which was cool as well at the start of the RBC and the start of the season, and seeing what they have to say. So they show the tournament through the POV of Jordan Spieth, who's in contention and winning, and Justin Thomas, who's struggling on Sunday. So it was interesting to see the two different POVs there. And then they kind of go through Jordan Spieth winning that event, and also onto a range session with Justin Thomas, which I thought was really cool to see their thought process on the range there. Him and his dad kind of just working things out, figuring it out together, and struggling as well, and having some bad times there, and being like, I fucking hate that about his swing and stuff like that, which is really cool to see. Like, they're just like us in a way, except they're very much not as well at the same time. But you get what I'm saying. Like, they have struggles like us, and get frustrated on the range like us as well. And then we see some of the build up to the major. Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas kind of having some money games in practice rounds at the course, having some fun with that. And you hear Jordan Spieth rather saying "fuck off, Justin" on the course and stuff like that, just having banter and having fun with each other, which I thought was really cool to see. But just, yeah, Jordan Spieth saying "fuck you, Justin" is just great content, honestly. Then halfway through the episode, that's when it really starts to heat up. Once we get to the PGA Championship and we're following a major, of course, it's going to be that much more intense and that much more serious. The Live Golf story starts there as well, of course, with Mickelson not playing in the event after winning it the previous year. We saw Tiger tee off at the PGA Championship. I don't think he'll be in the show at all. Maybe like in that kind of way where we see him in the third person, but I don't think he's going to be doing interviews and stuff in Full Swing. But we would have heard about it if he was. But yeah, just even seeing him tee off at the PGA Championship was awesome. And then, like the RBC at the start, we kind of see the PGA Championship through the lens of Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas, except it's completely the opposite this time. Of course, Justin Thomas is in contention in the PGA Championship, and Jordan Spieth is really struggling with the swing. We got a few thoughts on that from him. And I just really love the way that they went through the PGA Championship in this episode. They kind of showed how Justin Thomas was feeling after episode 3, after he feels like he shot himself out of contention. He's really frustrated with himself. He goes to the range. He's angry. He's pissed off. We kind of get a little interview with his dad talking about how he wants to calm him down. And I just love that kind of content, the behind the scenes content that we see during a major championship. And then in round 4, it actually starts to show a lot of golf, because it still looked like an impossible task for Justin Thomas to win this tournament with about 9 holes left for him. So looking back, it is kind of really insane how Justin Thomas went on to win this thing. Of course, the blow up on the last from me, though, was kind of sad to watch again. It was hard to watch in real time. To be honest, I was kind of pulling for Zalatoris or JT, so I wasn't super upset about it. But at the same time, it's hard to watch anyone kind of blow up a golf tournament like that, especially someone who hasn't really been in that position before. And kind of seeing what JT was doing throughout all of this as well, seeing what he was doing while Mito was bottling the last hole was interesting. He was on the range, asking for a monitor and getting a play-by-play from someone while he's just there hitting shots and getting warmed up for the playoff, because he was already going to be at a playoff with Will Zalatoris anyway. And I think they handled the playoff really well as well. There was that certain bit of music to amp up the tension. They showed how nervous the family was throughout the whole thing, and then they showed the emotions of the family when Justin Thomas eventually went on to win this thing. And that was probably the best part of the episode, was the ending there with Justin Thomas winning, and the emotions of all of that, the emotions of winning a major championship. They are on display for all to see from a kind of a behind-the-scenes atmosphere. Honestly, it kind of had me close to tears seeing how the family was reacting, and Justin Thomas and his dad embracing and crying together. That was an absolutely beautiful moment, and I think they captured that in a really good way in the show as well as it was in real life. It was already a beautiful moment, but they kind of added something different to it here in the show. Overall, I think it was a really strong first episode. It kind of gave us a taste of the drama to come, but also showed us the first major in a really appealing and emotional, real way. They didn't kind of over-dramatize anything too much. I feel like they maybe harped on the Justin Thomas versus Jordan Spieth thing a little bit too much, but that is kind of something that has been going around for a while now, where they're Justin Thomas is catching up to Jordan Spieth and stuff like that in terms of a career, and I feel like that was kind of unnecessary, but I understand why they did it, because that builds drama and builds tension, and I really just can't wait to see what the rest of the season has in store for us. If it's anything to go by the first episode, I think we're in for a really good first season, and I can't wait to see what's to come in the future as well. If you liked it, let me know. If you haven't watched it yet, you probably shouldn't watch this review, because obviously there's spoilers in this, but I mean, we already know everything that pretty much happens. It's not like there's anything new here. It's all about how they portray it and how they show it, which is what they've done a really good job with, in my opinion. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If you want to see reviews for maybe once I watch the whole season, I could do a full season review or something like that. That would be potentially interesting to do. But this is just something that I kind of wanted to do myself. I'm not sure that it'll make for great content, but I just wanted to kind of do a little review here and talk through the first episode at full swing, because I am really hyped up about this show, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of it. I'm going to probably watch the rest of it within the next few days, honestly. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Back to normal content today and tomorrow, of course. I'll have a FIFA video today, and I'll have some more PGA content tomorrow. Tomorrow, actually, the All-Shot Tournament is taking place. You can check out my second channel for story game playthroughs and stuff like that. But really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. It's been my pleasure to serve you all, guys. Peace out.